Hey, welcome to episode of Beers, Jack of Barbecue. Check out the picanha we did on the SNS Kettle with the rotisserie. Yeah, I'm Craig, man behind that camera's Jack. Yes, got the rotisserie out. Our local Costco's finally carrying some different cuts of meat, which is kind of nice. So they had some picanha there. So we got a nice one. It's a little bit smaller. I made sure I cut with the grain. I watched Google this morning to make sure I got it going the right way. You know, cut it with the grain, so I had some nice long pieces. I thought, I'm gonna go rotisserie with these. So, figured get it out. The only thing I did was put salt in this at all, just what they say is traditional. So, it's the only spice we're gonna have on it while we cook it. It's running just around 300 degrees right now. Got the Slow N Sear attachment in there. So once it starts spinning, I'm gonna monitor it. I'm gonna put a meter probe in here to kind of monitor the temperature, and just let it go. So, might not be a whole lot of video to see of it, but we'll try to show it maybe when it gets like 80 degrees, to let you look at it, and then maybe 110, and then we're only gonna let it finish off, because really no searing when you do the rotisserie part like this. So pretty much throw it on, check it a few times, and we'll be eating some good food, so we'll see you on the grill. All right, let's get this on. There we go. I'm pretty centered. I'm a little more towards this end, but the fire is like hotter right in this section here. So that's what we're gonna go with. And there we go. We will, like I said, bring you back and show you when it's at some different temperatures. Got the meter in there, as you can see it, to kind of monitor this thing. And I wanna make sure I got my vent set up right. I said it was just over 300, but now we're gonna let it fly. And also, yeah, in the beginning we saw us light this thing over the fire cups. Forgot to mention that in the intro when we kind of normally do, but as always, fire cage works out perfect. So see you when we get to about 70. All right, just gonna get a quick peek. Like I said, it's running a little temperature that was showing you just towards 300, but it's around 330. Just wanted to give you a look at what it's looking like right now. But looking good. I might open the vents up a little bit to bring a little more heat up so we start seeing more color, but because again, we're gonna let these go till 122 to 125 before we pull them off and let them rest. All right, let's take a peek. It's saying about 116 right now, so I wanna take a peek at it and get some temperature readings. I did let the grill come up around 400. Kind of wanna see where some things are at. That's perfect. We're just gonna let it go another couple minutes. I'll bring you back. I didn't mention before, but there's some skewers in here, wooden skewers. Gonna remember to get them out before we do this, but I didn't want any steaks to be flopping around at all because the forks didn't necessarily catch them all. So let's get it going for a little bit more. We're gonna pull them off. All right, let's pull them off because they're looking perfect, man. This looks great. Get over here so I can get to my pan. All right, we're gonna let that rest and we'll bring it back. I know they often cut them right off the edge of the skewer itself, but I'm probably gonna remove it. I'll see, we'll see, you'll see it at the end. As always, cheers. Here we are. End of the cook. So picanha steaks on the SNS Kettle grill with a rotisserie in. So I just salted them in advance, maybe about 3.5 hours in advance. Would have liked it the night before, but this kind of all came together quick to be doing this today. But got on the grill, had the grill running about 320 to 330. When I got to about 80, just showed you what it looked like. And as it got towards 100, I'm like, I think I'm gonna turn it up because I wasn't liking the color. So it got to about 400 at that point, and then we let it go, pull it off around 122 or so. Just checked one in the middle here, it's like 125 or so, should be perfect medium rare, hopefully. Hopefully it didn't go too far, but I don't think it did for this, the way it worked. I did pull it off the rotisserie spit, and I did pull out my skewers I had in there. So let's cut into one and see what it looked like. This is an end, so I'm gonna move this to the side, because the two in the center are gonna be the best ones we got. I debated on, like I said, cutting it off the skewer. Oh yeah. Nice medium rare. So now I definitely want to get a nice piece with some of the fat cap on there, because that's all about the extra flavor you get from that. And a nice crispy fat from the rotisserie is going to be good. Sometimes just that salt brine is all you need on something like this, but man, is this going to be a good dinner. So hopefully, like you're seeing, check out SNS Grills and pick up a rotisserie if you already have a kettle. If not, get the whole package. We always have links in there for everything. So hope you like what you're seeing. Subscribe to the channel, click the little bell notifications, and we'll see you next time.